The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And our coverage tonight will be coming to you from Sacramento, where the Kings will be going up against the Portland Trailblazers. For Portland, this is their first time playing this squad so far this season. Last year, they had a winning record against them, going 2-1. And the Sacramento fans so happy to still have their Kings team after it seemed certain they'd make the move to Seattle. They kept the faith, and they were rewarded.
Not only that, Ernie, a brand new arena, the Golden One Center. The business of basketball is booming in Sacramento. I should know. I'm part owner.
I know, and I hear that it's very user-friendly, the Golden One Center.
You don't need any tickets, Ernie. As soon as you walk in, if your Bluetooth is enabled, of course, we will contact you, locate you on your phone, and direct you to your seats.
Wow, how about that?
That's an unbelievable
development. Yeah.
Well, all the Kings have to do now is start winning, Jack.
I agree.
You know,
You're part owner, and he used to play for these guys.
I agree.
11-year playoff drought. It is thirsty up there for wins.
Don't remind me.
Time to go courtside. Kevin Harlan's got the call.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Greetings, everyone, from Sacramento. The Kings playing host to a Western Conference affair here in the capital of California. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Blazers coming to town, hoping to notch one here in this one-game road trip. This is a team showing a better record this year over last. This was their goal, and it's coming to fruition so far.
And for the Trailblazers, they're one of the NBA's early season success stories. They've made an immediate push toward the top of the standings.
Greg, I wish I could say I saw this coming, but I had no idea. They put it together so early. Tremendous job by the coaching staff.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, thank you, Kevin. Now, Lehigh's C.J. McCollum has taken full advantage of his opportunity with the Blazers. McCollum said, I already knew what I could do. People are starting to realize that I'm here to stay. And Kevin, his coach Terry Stotts says his time has come.
It certainly has, D.A. Love the mindset McCollum has, stepping right into the starting two-guard spot with great confidence. And still, Chris, a lot of games left. Talk about the marathon of an 82-game season. Boy, it seems like a lot.
Man, you have to control your emotions. You have to control your energy. It is grueling. There's so many ups and downs in the seasons. There's so many momentum changes for you and for others that you have to keep a constant focus. And so 82 games, you know, college, that's about 30 games. And so if you're a rookie, you're playing about 3 of those seasons. And even if you're a veteran, you're going to get tired right before All-Star break. So how do you manage your body? How do you recuperate? How do you keep focus on those tough, cold nights during the winter? That all takes part in becoming a great player.
Real balancing act for sure.
It is a balancing act. It's how do you figure out balancing your mind, balancing your focus, and then balancing your body, staying off your legs.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. On the floor for Portland, the incredible pair of Lillard and McCollum are at the 1 and 2. Harkless is out there with Davis, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. Here's Lillard. Scal Labissiere picking up that last basket. Davis sets a screen. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Shot clock at 6. The shot by Harkless, no good. On defense, Portland. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And I feel like the defense was one step behind all night. I mean, they never made the adjustments to string together a few stops.
Here is Davis, following the score by Vince Carter. Davis kicks to Lillard. Back to Davis, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Scalabrine.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Ed Davis out of North Carolina, the 10th pick back in the 2010 draft.
Yeah, now 6'10", a little undersized for the center position, but he finds a way to get it done. A strong rebounder, and he knows how to finish at the rim.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And that one falls for Davis. The Sacramento Kings had waffled for so long with what to do with DeMarcus Cousins, but last season, Chris, they bit the bullet, made the trade with New Orleans. Now in a full-on rebuild mode here. But they feel a very nice young core to work with.
Well, the Kings look good as far as in their rebuilding mode. It's a good spot heading forward now. I mean, they're getting Fox and adding Jackson, and, you know, Hill looks to be strong. The Kings seem to be headed in a good direction.
Now here's Cauley Stein, who played real well against Atlanta in that last game.
Hey, look, that's what they want. The ball is in his hands in the post. Just didn't have the touch that time.
Here's McCollum. It's Davis on the wing. McCollum with the ball. Now guarded by Fox. Offensive rebound. Here's Nurkic over Cauley Stein. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And Nurkic, the first player, Chris, in over 30 years to record a game with 28 points, 20 rebounds, 8 assists, and 6 blocks.
Yeah, he lit up the Sixers that night in the win for the Blazers. His hot start ignited Nurkic fever in Portland and helped propel them back into that playoff hunt.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
Free throw good. Nurkic.
Well, perhaps the biggest thing is that Coach Yager is providing the Kings stability in the coaching position. First time a coach has been here for multiple years since 2012. Consistency is a key in helping this team get back on track.
And both free throws good for Nurkic. And with Yager coming to the Kings, part of why they wanted him is because he had success and a track record before becoming available, something this team knows they needed.
It's very hard for a franchise to find success when they're always having coaching changes. Players have to learn a new system each year. There's no fluidity, and it adds hurdles to the team's development.
The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. McCollum kicks to Nurkic. Lillard against Fox. Here's Nurkic, and he banks in the layup.
Well, you can't pass up a shot from such short range.
The Kings have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Fox dishes to Labissiere. There's a good screen. To the middle. Here's Hield, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Now that makes them 80% from the floor early on. Let's see how long they can stay this hot.
Fox against Lillard. Nurkic a screen on Carter. Harkless the pass to Nurkic. Off on the layup.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Yeah, coming off of a good pick, you want to get that when he gets the separation he needs. I know he would love to have that one back. The D pretty much taking that possession off, but the shot's off target with nobody near him.
It's McCollum with the drive. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Now to respect the speed of McCollum. Fantastic at knifing through the defense and beating them to the bucket.
Fox against Lillard. Labissiere with the screen for Fox, and Davis sends it back. Here's Harkless. Kicks it out to Lillard. There's the three. Can't hit that one. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And we all know in a hostile environment, always tough, but they were the better team on that night.
I absolutely love the fire they showed on the road. You really could tell they wanted that one.
Greg, you ask a lot of GMs. De'Aaron Fox, probably the fastest player in this year's rookie class.
And he plays at one speed. That's lightning. I mean, he's got speed to burn. And maybe not quite as fast as, say, John Wall, but he isn't far behind. He uses that quickness well also in terms of just busting seams on the offense. And at the other end, he can be an outstanding defender as he was at Kentucky.
Free throw good, Fox.
And how about the way Fox continues to improve his game? A capable scorer who also rebounds the ball well for his size, and still, though, he can improve on that perimeter jump shot.
That one misses. And for the Blazers, Greg, you could make the case they possess the second-best backcourt in the NBA after the Splash Brothers with Lillard and McCollum.
Yeah, certainly offensively. I mean, they're just about unguardable. The questions begin at the other end. And when you factor in defense, I think you could find some debate there as some other groups tend to do a better job on that side of the ball.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Over in the corner, Harkless. Outside, Davis. He feeds it to McCollum. Screen by Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. From deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
Oh, the outside stroke of Lillard. Awesome at getting his feet under him so he can bury the triple.
They set the pick. Dishes it to Carter. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. And here are the Blazers. They're on a 13-5 run here. And Harkless slams it in.
McCollum is always aware. Fantastic skipping the ball over to the open man.
The Kings trail by 8. Hield kicks to Cauley-Stein. Here's Carter. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Well, that's a nice look. Recognizing he had the opening to make the entry pass.
Harkless on the wing. Nurkic a screen on Carter. Harkless dishes to Nurkic. Over Cauley-Stein. And Portland again with the bucket.
And when he squares up, his height makes him a tough assignment.
Yeah, even when you get a hand up, it's hard to really affect his shot.
A second chance effort. And Labissiere gets it to go. Labissiere's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, and just look at Labissiere, just staying after it and creating additional opportunities for his team.
Harkless the pass to Nurkic. Now here's Harkless, defended by Carter. Off the screen. Sacramento grabs the miss.
Pretty high percentage look with the D playing off. Just couldn't knock it down.
He dishes it to Hield. Here's Fox. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his third rebound on the night.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
His struggles this quarter continue. The D's done a good job.
Hield can't hit.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And for Mo Harkless, Greg, a one and done as we know out of St. John's, then first played in the NBA with Orlando, but he has found a role, it seems, with the Trailblazers.
Yeah, and think of it, the Magic basically gave him away. Felt he wasn't aggressive enough and not a good enough shooter. He's gained confidence here in Portland and parlayed that into a long-term contract.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. Well, we always hear about how some guys are locker room leaders or a veteran presence on a team. Chris, how quickly does someone establish themselves as a team leader? It's universally embraced by the rest of the team.
It's tough. You know, some guys can come in and do it day one, but I think that we've seen a lot of leaders grow, whether it was a great leader like a two-time MVP in Nash. It took some years first for him to understand himself and then kind of let his leadership you follow that on the court. We bring that to today with a guy like a John Wall. It's taken him about 4 or 5 years to really learn to be around veterans, but guys are coming in younger now, and so I think that it's going to take a little bit of time to develop, but as long as they're continuing to learn, as long as they're continuing to put the effort out, because you're a leader first by what you do, not by what you say. And so if you are trying to figure your way out and work hard, then you're being a leader. People are figuring it out. It's usually when does the vocal part come in along with kind of leading by an example. And so I think for every person it's different, but it's a lot of fun watching, because when they get to that point, you've definitely seen some development and growth from them mentally and physically when you know they've taken over the reins like a guy like John Wall has.
Good insight. Here's Collins. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Aminu, and the layup is good. Aminu's got his first basket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Harkless with the steal. Napier kicks to Harkless. Pass to Aminu. Over Randall. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And Al-Farouq Aminu, one of the league's great value contracts, signed through 2019 for around $7 million a season.
Yeah, and in this era, starting players command twice that at least. That helps with ballooning payroll. I mean, and Aminu's happy. Getting consistent minutes important.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
No good on the free throw.
2 seasons ago, you think about the Blazers, they were a young, overachieving team full of great bargain contracts. Well, yeah, they're still young, but they had to shell out some big-time cash to kind of keep that young nucleus together.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Swanigan's checked in. He hits the second from the line. And despite spending big money to keep their young talent all together, last season the Blazers, Greg, narrowly made the playoffs and were swept in the first round.
Yeah, and some of those contracts, they have to be a concern. This team doesn't show progress this season. Still, there's something to be said for that stability. This roster given a chance to grow together and develop that chemistry and continuity. Let's see what the ceiling is.
A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Kings.
And really, there's just such a lack of scoring for them from out at the top of the arc in terms of three-point range. And in today's game, you have to get scoring from the three-point range. And that area out above the free throw line extended is a real weak spot for them so far.
Randolph controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Napier kicks to Aminu. Passes it to Swanigan. Trailblazers moving the ball around. The shot by Turner no good. The Kings trail by 8. Now Mason, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Randolph dishes to Mason. No good off the back of the rim. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Turner passes to Swanigan. Stolen by Randolph. Jackson drives in. That one's not going to go. Good work defensively by Turner. Here's Collins. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Out of bounds. Sacramento will take possession. And with this break, let's bring up the list of the dominant rookie rebounders in the NBA this season. And you look at Collins, third in rebounding, and what a physical presence inside.
And you know, rebounding was a skill that I thought would translate to the NBA for him. We knew he could board with the best of them, and he has not disappointed.
Here is Mason. Feeds to Randolph. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Right in his wheelhouse. Randolph putting in work in the paint.
Trailblazers leading by 6. Here's Napier. 17 points for him last game against Orlando. Here's Turner. Rebounded by Papagiannis.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
And the Trailblazers shooting to start out this game about 43%. Here's Napier. Kicks to Turner. Napier dishes to Aminu. 5 to shoot. There's the feed to Napier. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. Napier's got his first bucket of the night. Mason kicks to Jackson. 1:16 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Bogdanovich, and it's Portland with the rebound. Collins has got his 4th rebound in this one. Puts it up from 15. Again, the Trailblazers score.
And Turner is skilled pulling up on the defense. When he's in rhythm, he's looking to shoot off the dribble.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Mason with it. Pass to Papagiannis. Here's the floater, and the layup is good.
Ooh, look at the soft touch on the teardrop.
Portland leading by 8. On the wing, Turner. He's covered by Bogdanovich. And now Sacramento on the break. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Here's Napier, guarded by Mason. They set the pick. In the corner, Napier with it. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. Napier's got 5 points so far.
Turner can do a little bit of everything. A good passer who knows how to hit his guys in their spots.
Mason, the pass to Randall. Count that one.
Now, those passes into the paint have to be precise, just like that one.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 7. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard as he explains his stoic demeanor on the floor.
I was taught to, never let anybody see how you feel. I kind of just embraced it, for my entire life. Just, you wouldn't know if something was going on in my life or not, because as long as I'm taking care of business and doing what I need to be doing, that's all that matters.
I would say we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of business.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
And through that first period, for me, their work on the glass has been the difference.
Well, it means extra possessions, and that's certainly reflected in the score right now.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Farouk Aminu is out there with Swanigan. Then it's Collins. Then it's Turner. And it's Napier in at the point. Now, here's Aminu. From 18 feet away, some solid defense from Randolph. Aminu against Jackson. Over Aminu. They get it back. But he recovers it. The pass to Jackson. He kicks to Mason. There's a good screen. Outside Randolph. Randolph sets a screen for Bogdanovich. Shoots over Turner. Kept alive by Sacramento. And there's the foul. Will go on Shabazz Napier. That is his first foul of the game. And here is Mason. Pass to Papagiannis. There's the dish to Mason. And another shot. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And what a tremendous career for Zach Randolph. He hit some bumps early on, but he's played with tremendous consistency throughout his time in the league.
They call it old school. That's what it is when you watch Zach Randolph play the game of basketball. He's got such great skill and touch around the basket. We call it the old man game, and I tell you what, he gets it done every night.
Free throw drops for Zach Randolph. You know, as you've said, Greg, all the time, Zach Randolph can roll out of bed and get you 20.
I mean, he's just a natural scorer. He can post up, he can face up, and he just stays with it. An excellent offensive rebounder. This guy just has that nuance to his game that's made him so effective.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Portland leading by 4. The 3 from McCollum. Rebounded by Jackson. He feeds it to Fox. Dishes it to Randolph. Jackson kicks to Randolph. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And it's 9 points for Zach Randolph.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Cullen passes to Swanigan. Back to McCollum. Just 5 on the clock to end the drought. And that one is stuffed right through.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
And guys, they're showing great instincts too, anticipating how the ball was going to come off the boards and timed it out perfectly.
That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Fox.
And how about the mid-range shooting of Fox? Definitely capable of sinking those shots with consistency.
Here's McCollum. It's hauled in by the Kings. Randolph's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Here's Bogdanovich. Again, Sacramento.
That's not a possession they'll want to repeat. Despite the points, they got to get a better shot than that.
McCollum against Bogdanovich. And it's McCollum off the drive. That's tipped, and they're able to recover. Sacramento making some changes. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Yorgos Papagiannis. This year comes in for Zach Randolph. And Hield subbed in for Bogdanovich. And then for the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Collins. And Lillard subbed in for Shabazz Napier. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, the Portland Trailblazers are developing a great chemistry for a young team. Damian Lillard takes the team to San Diego every September for bonding purposes. And he told me how much we like each other, how much time we spend around each other. That shows you a team that is really together. It is a unit. We have each other's back. Kevin?
And it's critical to establish camaraderie early on. Thank you, D.A. Sounds like Lillard has this team headed in the right direction.
2 shots.
They throw good, Damian Lillard. Well, Chris, we know that there are a lot of trash talkers out there in the NBA. Did you ever talk a lot of trash on the floor or do anything else to try and get an opponent's attention away from the game, get in an opponent's head?
I used to love talking, man. It kept you focused. If you talk, it means you have to back it up the next play. And you can also get in the player's head, get them thinking about themselves individually. And if I get you thinking about yourself, I've already won because now you're not thinking about the team. But I tell you what, some of the best trash talkers I've ever played against, Larry Bird, Gary Payton, Rick Mahorn. Those guys talk the best trash ever, and I definitely can't repeat anything any of those guys said. But it's all out of love. It's all out of fun. And I don't remember, very honestly, anything anyone has ever said to me because it was all so outlandish, so crazy, so funny that you just let it go after the game.
Oh, that's good. And he knocks down the first one. And this motion offense of Terry Stotts, a great fit for the roster of the Blazers.
Well, he's a coach who builds his system around his talent, not the other way around. Great firepower, especially in the backcourt. He's done a great job of exploiting it.
And he can't hit the second. Portland leading. Puts up a three. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Carter outside. And Fox has it in the corner. He dishes it to Cauley Stein. And that misses. That would have put him up.
That defense is as good as a block. I mean, what looks to be a layup turns into nothing.
And the basket by McCollum.
You got to appreciate the confidence of McCollum. Isn't scared of going down in the pinks amongst the trees.
Heel dishes to Carter. Passes it to Fox. Cauley Stein with a screen on Lillard. From the line. And that one comes up a bit short.
You can't be missing shots like that in the post. That'll get you a spot on the bench.
Feeds it to Nurkic. Kicks it to Harkless. Over Carter. It's good for his fourth bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8. The Kings trail by 5. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Fox. Shot by Hield, nobody around. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Yeah, instinctively, too. Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator. And that's one reason why his team is playing well.
Now here's Lillard. He had 22 points in the win against Orlando. Nurkic setting the pick for Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists tonight.
Oh, just a solid screen to free him up. Makes the layup possible.
Here's Hield. He had 19 points in the win against the Hawks in Atlanta.
And I felt like his offense fed right into his D. He caused a bunch of turnovers. There was just no let up in him all night.
And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Cauley Stein.
And it's important for Cauley Stein's confidence that he gets these interior shots to fall. The more he sees the ball go in, the more assured he will feel down inside.
Now here is Davis. He's coming off a 16-point game against Orlando.
And he caused major problems with his defense as well. He had 4 steals by the time the game was over.
And while we can now, let's check in on the top scoring rookies in the NBA. 5th, De'Aaron Fox.
Well, coming in, you wondered how his talent would translate at this level in terms of scoring. And I've got to say, apparently, it's translating pretty well.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Now here's Lillard. 9 points in the game so far. There's a screen. Six on the shot clock. Lets it go from the wing. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Kings have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Hield with it. Now defended by McCollum. Heald kicks to Cauley-Stein. Back to Heald. The feed to Cauley-Stein. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
Well, you love seeing Cauley-Stein rise up and try to get the shot off as soon as he keeps the pass. He's trying to keep the D guessing at times so they don't know what he's going to do.
Now, here's Lillard. Nurkic. Second shot opportunity, and it's laid in by Davis.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Fox kicks to Labissiere. Cauley-Stein with the screen for Carter. Nurkic with the block. Here's McCollum. Lillard outside. From deep. Lillard again missing.
No three-pointers for him in the second quarter yet, but he did have one in the first.
McCollum with the ball. Now guarded by Heald. And the basket by McCollum.
Even when you try to pressure McCollum, he stays calm. Gotta like his poise to the basketball. Well, the Kings is a team that is in desperate need to get to the postseason. Second longest playoff drop in the league. Just can't seem to build any momentum.
Now here's Harkless. Following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox. Harkless the pass to Nurkic. He kicks it to Davis. Back to Nurkic. Changes up, and he sinks the layup. Nurkic has got 8 points.
Love the grit on the offensive glass. Those are just effort points.
Now Fox. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Atlanta. Here's Heald, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And with the Kings, the playoffs something they're working towards. Haven't had a postseason basketball team in Sacramento since 2006.
Well, there's a lot of reasons as to why that is the case, but consistency is definitely one of them. The team has had so many coaches come in and out recently. Players know the #1 goal each season is to make the playoffs when you have a good coach around, but if not, it turns into every man for himself.
Free throw drops for Heald.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Sacramento making a switch here. Mason's checked in, and a switch here also for Portland. Turner's checked in. And so he hits both. Chris, during your career, you always had incredible footwork in the post. Who are some of the bigs that impress you with their footwork today?
Oh, wow. I think you have to look down in New Orleans. I mean, they have 2 great examples in Cousins and Davis, 2 guys that can dance with the best of them. You look at Minnesota and that young fella Cat there, the way that he plays and moves his feet and how he handles it in the post, you have to love it. But I love where the big men are today because they have great footwork. They have the skill set of the small guys and still use their size, but those 3 come to mind right now.
It's not a lost art either. I think guys realize that their footwork is sometimes their ticket to a good career.
They better, and if not, they need to open the basketball history books and look at guys like Akeem Olajuwon and Kevin McHale, 2 of the best ever with footwork. And that's why, you know, it's fun growing up playing other sports because it prepares you for basketball. It prepares you having to footwork and having to be a big guy but still being light on your feet.
Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got 6 rebounds in the game. Heald kicks to Mason. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Mason with a screen on Nurkic. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And how about the numbers here for Harkless? He's around 10 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
He hustles, does the little things, just a good complimentary guy who you need on your team.
Nurkic setting the pick for Lillard. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Lillard's got 6 in the quarter.
The D has got to do a better job clogging up routes to the rim. Lillard is a terror when it comes to driving the side.
Here's Heald. He's got 6. And it's Portland with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Sacramento.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series as you'd expect.
Yeah, they were the better team 1 year ago, but a lot can change from a season ago to the next. They have to make sure not to take anything for granted.
Here is Mason. Coley Stein, a screen. Lillard against Mason. That one doesn't drop. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Lillard dishes to Harkless. And Turner kicks to Davis. Back to Turner. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Coley Stein's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Mason. Another shot, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Hill is an excellent shooter. He's fantastic at going into contact. He likes getting to the line.
For Sacramento, they have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
First one falls for him.
Well, everybody knows he's a talented guard. He's a deadly scorer. He can get hot in a hurry.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
He's so confident, so self-assured on every free throw he takes.
Here's Napier over Mason. Portland no good that time either. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Trailblazers. They lead by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Coach, a strong first half. What did you see that was working out there?
Well, we played a little longer into the clock offensively, so there's going to be less possessions that way. Did a good job of getting back. Because of that, our quarter balance at the end of offense was better, and trying to put bodies in front.
Coach, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And an exciting first half indeed. Welcome back. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny, the Jet, Smith, and Shaq, the Eel, O'Neal. Portland was looking great right away. They put together some nice offensive stretches and at one point led by as many as 10. By the end of the first quarter, their lead was 7. And into the second quarter, momentum started to shift slightly as they gave up some of that lead, ending the half up 3. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny?
You have to love a team that pounds the offensive glass. That's going to gain you extra possessions. And check this out. Sometimes just having more offensive chances than your opponent wins the basketball game.
Shaq, how do you think Sacramento played?
Well, one thing happened that really helped them out. Their bench came in and played absolutely beautiful. Gave them a huge boost. Not just trying to hold court, but actually putting points on the scoreboard. These guys should be starting, Ernie.
That's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway.
A lot of action around, as always, the Capitol building tonight. We are in Sacramento, and we continue here on 2K Sports. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
And through the first 2 periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to, just a slasher's mentality.
Yeah, when you're trying to check a guy like that, you have to move your feet laterally, defensively. That didn't happen.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. The Kings trail by 3. Hield is the 2 with Carter at the 3. Labissiere and Coley Stein are the bigs. And it's Fox in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Now here's McCollum.
One of the most skilled offensive players in the game. C.J. McCollum has all the moves you want.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Throw good, McCollum.
McCollum is a natural leader, a strong guy both in the locker room and on the court, a guy you want to build around.
So he gets them both. Fox with it. Labissiere, the screen. Fox, no good. And C.J. McCollum with a point guard's handle. He can attack with either hand.
He transitions cleanly into his pull-up jumper. With that quick high release, almost no time to recover.
Lillard attacking. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
The crafty nature of Lillard's game. He's exceptional with tricking defenders, especially with the pump fake.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And he makes the first.
Well, the Blazers' offense is based on flow and movement. A lot of screens off the ball, creating openings for their shooters.
He hits both from the stripe. And the Blazers, one of the better offensive teams in the league. Very unpredictable.
Well, they keep the defense moving and reacting. They keep the weak side occupied, not stagnant, but with a lot of isolation or post-ups.
Now here's Cauley Stein. The pass to Hield. The dish now to Fox. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lays it up and banks it in. Fox has got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Fellas, Al-Farouq Aminu has established himself as a great defensive player, and he wants that recognition. He said, my goal every year is to be Defensive Player of the Year. I want to guard 1 through 4 and even 5 sometimes. I want it to be known that I'm a great defender, and I want the league to recognize that. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Aminu continues to prove his worth on the defensive end. His length and quickness certainly hard to deal with. Now, here's Fox, following the missed shot by Nurkic.
Oh, man, you can't get much better look from 3-point range than that one. That just wasn't in rhythm.
It's McCollum on the wing, covered by Hield. Lillard, whistle on the play, bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Well, Lillard is such a crafty finisher. Even when he takes a pounding, he sticks with it.
And for Damian Lillard, Chris, last season arguably his best yet as far as individual numbers are concerned. And yet again, he was snubbed for an All-Star game.
Well, he just calls it wood on fire. I mean, Lillard, a 2-time All-Star, he probably should have made it a few more times. I know he feels that way, but he's not focused on the accolades. He's focused on winning.
And when you look at Damian Lillard, Rookie of the Year back in 2013, tremendous confidence from day one.
Oh, quiet assassin who carries himself with humility. He lets his game do the talking.
And they get it back. Pass to Harkless. Back to Lillard. He feeds it to Harkless. Overhealed. Shoots from the block. Harkless with the bucket. And now a 10-point Portland lead. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
This is a critical timeout for them. They've got to come up with a plan to slow him down right here and right now.
Let's quickly bring up the 2K leaderboard for a look at the top free throw shooters among point guards. Fourth, Damian Lillard.
Well, if these guys can get to the line, there's not much question what the outcome's going to be. So it sort of prevents the D from being as aggressive as they'd like to be against them.
Well, it's a clear advantage for them on offense. It's almost like you have to pick your poison in choosing who to guard.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 6. Great positioning on the putback. 10 points for Willie Cauley-Stein.
Oh, man, the relentless pursuit of the basketball by Cauley-Stein. Just a tremendous hustler on the offensive glass.
Davis kicks to Lillard. Dishes it to Harkless. Back to Lillard. For the 3. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Well, Lillard doesn't feel pressure. It doesn't matter if the D's on him. He feels at ease when shooting over them.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Cauley-Stein against Nurkic. Carter the pass to Fox. Labissiere with the screen for Fox. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Chalk up 2 there. And that's 10 points for C.J. McCollum.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Here's Fox. The shot misses. And it's Portland the other way. Lillard left side. The 11-footer. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
He's taking over the game. Their lead's going to get even bigger if he keeps this up.
Labissiere, the screen, and stolen by Lillard. He dishes it to Harkless. Here's Davis. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
Free throw good, Davis. And you look at this Kings roster, and Greg, you can see the youth movement is in full effect.
Yeah, and Buddy Hield headlines the group as he comes over in that Cousins trade. Skal Labissiere and Willie Cauley-Stein, also a big part of this team's future. And then getting Fox as a rookie to kind of run the ship, another great building block.
And both free throws good for Davis. And the Blazers with 3 first-round picks under their control this last summer. That's where you want to be.
Definitely. Picks 15, 20, and 26 in a strong draft class. That could really help reinforce a roster.
Here's Labissiere looking to end the run. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Trailblazers leading by 15. Here is Lillard. He's got 21. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
This is an amazing run he's on. It's like he's been the only guy on the floor this quarter.
Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Fox dishes to Labissiere. Harkless with the steal. It's McCollum on the wing, guarded by Jackson. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
And with the chance, let's take a look now at the numbers for Damian Lillard. 6th in free throw percentage. And he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And yeah, he's a true professional at the free throw line. It's a part of the game where he excels. You want him at the line for you in crunch time. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, this is the dilemma as a coach. You wonder, do I need to call a timeout here? Do I need to settle these guys down? Should I let them play through it?
Zach Randolph's checked in for Sacramento. Collins checked in for Portland. Randolph kicks to Carter. Back to Randolph. Over Davis. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 8 rebounds in this game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Davis. That one off the back iron and out.
Yeah, that's just poor decision making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Well, I'd love to hear his explanation, the coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
Oh, he took a terrific angle right there off the screen, something they work on every day in practice.
The Kings have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10. And some changes here for the Kings. Yorgos Papagiannis is checked in for Cauley Stein. Bogdanovich comes in for Vince Carter. And it's Mason in for Fox.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And Zach Randolph, no good on that one. And every player out there has a story about falling in love with the game. Chris, when did you fall in love with basketball? And what was it like playing basketball as a kid?
Well, it's so hard to remember when you first fall in love with basketball. There's so many great moments and great stories that you hear, but probably playing on the playground and seeing all the guys laughing and hearing the music and hearing the guys say check up at next game and smelling the sweat and seeing guys play physical. That's probably what it was, and then being able to play at a great gym called St. Cecilia in Detroit and then watch all the other players that played before us come in, the Isaiahs, Magic Johnson, Spencer Haywood, Terry Durant. I mean, you get to watch these guys play. Derek Coleman, Steve Smith. I could go on all day. Mark Makins, Terry Mills. I could just keep going. It was so fun watching these guys play. So, to me, I fell in love with it as a kid, but every instance, every memory that I have made me fall in love with it that much more. How can you not fall in love with the greatest game ever played?
Well said. Portland leading by 12. And Lillard kicks to Collins. Harkless the pass to Collins. And it's denied. Passes it to Mason. And stolen by Lillard. Here's McCollum. It's tipped. They get it back. Collins, good. Collins has got his second bucket. For Sacramento, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Mason kicks to Bogdanovich. There's the screen. On the wing, Jackson. The three. No good that time. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin.
I'm not sure if the D bothered him or if he just lost concentration on that one, but that's a layup he should convert.
Wasted no time on that one. Jackson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Swanigan, he's checked in for Davis. Aminu comes in for Harkless. Turner's checked in for McCollum. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for Damian Lillard. Here's Napier. He has 5. Collins passes to Swanigan. There's the screen. Aminu. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Aminu's got 6 points. The Kings trail by 14. Now Mason. Pass to Papagiannis. Here's Jackson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Jackson. Both shots good from the stripe. So it's Portland now, leading by 12. Here's Napier. 5 points in the game. Feeds it to Aminu. Here's Turner. And it's Randolph with the rebound. For Sacramento, they've gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Bogdanovic against Turner. Over Bogdanovic. Misses off the left iron. The Kings trail by 9. Mason with it. Out to the right wing. Here's Papagiannis. Got a hand on it, and that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Now off the inbound. One-on-one here. Here's Turner. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Turner's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And even when you try to body Turner up, I mean, he finds a way to score. Remarkable how he stays in control on the drive.
Here's Randolph. And slam dunk by Randolph.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Right wing. They set the pick. Swatting in the pass to Collins. Trailblazers moving the ball around. It's deflected. Jackson against Aminu. Bogdanovic wide open. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. Trailblazers leading by 6. Here's Napier. 5 points in the game. Kicks it to Collins. Turner against Mason. 6 to shoot. Kept alive. The feed to Napier. Over Mason. And it's Napier missing. Sacramento's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Bogdanovic dishes to Randolph. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And a chance here to take a look at the shooting chart for Lillard.
What a display we've seen from them so far. Every half open look they've gotten, they've knocked down and showed no signs of letting up. Right now, they are in the driver's seat. As long as they can keep their rhythm on offense, they'll just steamroll this team the rest of the way.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Fields checked in for Jackson. And Zach Randolph drops them both.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Here's Napier. He's got 5. Collins kicks to Napier. And the shot is good. Napier's got 7. The Kings trail by 6. And there's the pass to Randall. We've got 28 seconds left in the third. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. It's stolen by Hield. And up the court come the Kings on the break.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
Here's Swanigan. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Collins. Top of the key jumper, no good.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Well, sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we'll be back with you shortly. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Our number one concern is transition defense. We can't lose people in transition. We got to get back. We got to get taught. All right?
Moments ago, Terry Stotts likes to run a fast pace on offense, but asking his team to guard against that very thing defensively on the other end.
Yeah, and it puts a lot of pressure on the conditioning of your players. We'll see who can step up, who may even need to be subbed out.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. On the court for the Trailblazers, Nurkic is out there with Swanigan. Then it's Turner. Then there's Al Farouk Aminu, and it's Napier in at the 1. Now here's Hield. Now here's Fox. He kicks to Labissiere. Moves back up. And the basket by Papagiannis. Papagiannis has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Sacramento. Portland's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Here's Napier, guarded by Fox. They set the pick. Pass to Swanigan. Fires for 3. Rebound by the Kings.
Well, that's the shot they're looking for. Clean three-pointer. Just can't get it to go.
The wide open look here for Fox. Buries it from three-point range. And the Kings lead by 1.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And Turner kicks to Napier to the right side. Here's Nurkic. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the foul. It goes against Sacramento. And he can't get the first one. Some changes for Sacramento. Cauley Stein comes in for Papagiannis. And it's Carter in for Bogdanovich. And he sinks the second.
Nice. Tying it up. Though a little disappointed that he couldn't give him the lead.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Cauley Stein, a screen. Now here's Labissiere. Defense is right there. Just 5 on the clock. Fox. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 11 rebounds in the game. Napier passes to Swanigan. Good work defensively by Carter. And for Sacramento, they're shooting 43% from the floor. And Hield gets it to go on the assist by Carter. Hield's got the lead up to 2 now for Sacramento. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Swanigan the pass to Nurkic. They set the screen. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Cauley-Stein's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after. And it's sent back by Turner. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Davis is checked in for Swanigan. Reese Harkless comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. McCollum's checked in for Turner. And Lillard subbed in for Napier. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Sinks the triple.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Trailblazers trail by 5. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the first one at the line is good. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
The shot by Carter, nobody around. Carter can't get that one to fall.
Now look, if he can start turning some of these misses into makes, their lead is going to take a big jump.
McCollum with the ball, now guarded by Hield. Lillard dishes to McCollum. Lock at 6. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
Well, it takes a lot of confidence and toughness to make that play.
Now, here's Fox. Pulls it from the elbow. And too long on the shot. The Trailblazers have gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. McCollum kicks to Nurkic. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Fox. Here's Cauley-Stein. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Well, that's the length of Cauley-Stein. He's a nuisance for any opponent. He uses that to his advantage in how he draws fouls.
And one of the side effects of the Cousins trade was it did open up more playing time for Willie Cauley-Stein. I mean, immediately he was able to step in and fill those minutes and became a much larger part of their offense.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Hey, Greg, when Cauley-Stein got those extra minutes after the Cousins deal, you could see a change in his play. Much more aggressive, much more confident.
Yeah, you know, sometimes it just takes a clear path to minutes to change your player. Cauley-Stein had been getting better and better before the trade. Having the team believe he could step in was a huge boost in his confidence and his play.
Well, Willie Cauley-Stein out of Kentucky, a player who many thought would eventually become a big-time center in the league, was taken 6th overall in 2015. That surprised some people, but he has had a hard time finding his place in this NBA.
Well, for Cauley-Stein, some of it has been opportunity, but also just consistency. You know, he's shown some flashes of greatness for moments, but he rarely puts together a stretch of those big games.
Now here is Carter. Following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Nailed from three-point land.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Here is Lillard. Now the dish to McCollum. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
And it's not tough to fall for the pump fake. McCullough loves fooling defenders and getting them up to lead their feet.
Yeah, and C.J. McCollum mostly plays at that off-guard spot with the Blazers, but on a lot of teams, you could see him as the lead guard. I mean, 6'3" in height, and his handles are elite.
First free throw is good. And C.J. McCollum can step into that point guard role very comfortably.
Yeah, I mean, he keeps it on a string going right or left. Terrific ball handler. Calling him a secondary ball handler is almost not doing him justice.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Fox kicks to Labissiere. He feeds it to Fox. Labissiere with the screen for Fox. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Cauley-Stein's got the lead up to 7 now for Sacramento.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Now, here's Lillard, and Lillard gets double-teamed. Down low, here's Nurkic. It's rebounded by Labissiere.
He doesn't look like himself right now. Nothing is going his way.
Healed with the bucket.
He's reason number one there in front. I mean, his shooting has been almost flawless.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Man, this is a joke. Right? I mean, there's been some glimpses of hope, but they've been few and far between.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now, or we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
And don't forget about the good hand-eye coordination. I mean, he almost corralled it in for the steal.
Fox with the steal. And there's Labissiere. That's good on the assist by Fox. Fox has got assist number 5 here tonight. Lillard against Fox. Now here's Harkless. Guarded closer. Looking to end the run. And with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut back down to 10 with the basket from Nurkic.
And that's his go-to move right there in the low post.
Fox kicks to Labissiere. Dishes it to Fox. Back to Labissiere. Pass to Fox. On the wing, heel. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession.
Oh, that's a brutal giveaway. A pass to no man's land.
Trailblazers trail by 10. Harkless the pass to Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Well, also a miscommunication on defense. No one rotates over. See ya.
And here are the Kings now after the Trailblazers pick up 2. And that one, good.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
You know the saying, numbers don't lie. You can see it up there on the scoreboard.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic and finished off by Nurkic.
Lillard is great at spotting the open man. He knows it's his responsibility to get his guys going.
Kings leading now by 8. Now Fox. He dishes it to Cauley Stein. Pass to Hield. 6 on the shot clock, and Carter has it in the corner with the floater, and that one drops. And the Kings lead by 10.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Poked away. It's stolen by Hield. And oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. Tries again. And it's Labissiere getting it to go. And it's a 12-point Kings lead.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Lillard. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. And the Kings making a change here. Randolph has checked in. And here are the Trailblazers now. A 12-point game. Here's Fox. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And stolen by Cauley Stein. And the Kings pushing it up now. But they get it back.
Oh, tough play underneath there to give them another possession. Just what they were hoping for. A little more time off the clock. And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Zach Randolph.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play. And this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here. Trailblazers trail by 14. McCollum with the ball. Now guarded by Hield. McCollum dishes to Lillard. Up off the screen. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
I like how intense Lillard is. Excellent at getting to his spots and scoring the ball at a high percentage.
Sacramento's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Randolph in the posts. He's guarded by Davis. Count the basket. 21 points for Zach Randolph.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
There's the pick. Screen by Nurkic. Davis, the pass to Harkless. Cauley Stein grabs the board.
Look, you can't defend down low much better than that. Refuses to give him an easy path to the bucket.
Fox kicks to Randolph. Over Davis. Randolph can't hit. Trailblazers trail by 14. Here's McCollum. Sacramento grabs the miss. Carter's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Lillard against Fox. Feeds to Carter. Cauley Stein, a screen. Three-pointer, Hield. Portland grabs the miss.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
I like how McCollum works in his in-between game. Finds a way to get involved from his spot.
Kings leading now by 12. Hield dishes to Randolph. Fox with it. Back to Randolph. Goes back up. The putback and the second chance effort by Randolph. Randolph's got the lead up to 14 now for Sacramento.
Just terrific determination. First compiling the lead and now building on it.
Oh, man, and this is late in the game. It's tough for a team to come back. Everything has to fall into place.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Sacramento.
One of the areas that has been critical for them, the second chance points we've seen from them tonight.
A huge factor in this one, Kevin. The hustle on the offensive glass, the willingness to go after those rebounds, that was key.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Zach Randolph.
Wow, he owned this game. He never stopped working. He did it all for them, and you can't help but admire that kind of effort.
Well, this one is winding down now. Sacramento can run out the clock. Fox against Lillard. Here's Fox. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. With Zach Randolph. Tebow, what was the biggest difference tonight?
We just came out, we was more physical this game. We came out with being aggressive, and that's what we had to do. We got stops and been aggressive, and you know, everybody contributed tonight. It was a team win.
Well, physical is who you guys are, Zach. Thanks. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.